Hey, yo, check it out. It's your man Kingpin. We spell like K-I-N-G-P-N, Mr. Crumb, my pen. All right, nice. If you know a girl want to get wet, I got a couple of water. These hoes need to hydrate. Pardon my language, sir. These girls, these women need hydration.
Let me ask you a question. Are we moving?
Talk. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was really wondering what's the best angle should I remain facing?
You can look right here, like however you want to do it. Look right here. That's you. As have you need the yeah. That's what the people gonna see right there. All right, so people, we are now in the building. When we come back, I'm definitely gonna get that introduction. Nobody's playing with you around here. It's the Kingpin Radio Show on ShotRadio.live.
You are locked into the vibe. CHIRadio.live starts right now.
All right, we back. You know what time it is. I have a special guest. He goes by the name of Tony Bond. We've known each other for a very long time. I'm not going to hold you. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kingpin Radio Broadcasting live on ShotRadio.live. I'm your host, Gregory Cash, a.k.a. Kingpin. And tonight we have got a true Chicago architect in the building. Born on the south and east side of Chicago, hooper, businessman, former options trader, entertainment executive, educator, mentor, and founder of the Balmoral Basketball Skill Camp. This brother has moved through finance, culture, education, and community leadership with purpose. He is Chicago. Please welcome Tony Bond. I think I just gave you one of those Shannon Sharps right there.
I appreciate that. Hey, everything. I stop you when you start not telling the truth.
Stop me when I'm lying. Type that. You know what I'm saying?
See how I kept that positive though? Not telling the truth.
Hold on. Yeah, man.
It's an attitude thing.
Say word. So look, now that I gave you your introduction or whatever, but go ahead and tell the people who you are before we even get started in this interview.
So like you said, yeah, I'm truly a South Sider, born and bred, 7215 Southeast End. Literally, that's only about a mile and a half from where we're sitting right now. And literally, like I said, I went to, I call myself an education orphan, right? And why would I say that? Because I'm a product of 4 elementary schools. I went to Beasley, St. Charles, Lawanga, St. Lawrence, right? Exactly. And again, also high school's the same thing. So Hales Franciscan.
Yeah,
I'm a smart.
We're gonna talk about that.
We know that's kind of that's our genesis.
Yeah.
And then we move into it. I went to Hill, also Inglewood, Dunbar, and also Hyde Park. So when you think about that, really, I got a 1 day at Calumet. I don't even count that one.
No,
I can't talk about that one.
Keep that on the low. It is amazing though that your humble beginnings and some of the things we've talked about off air and where you are now, and that's why I think this interview is very important for the Shot Radio Republic. But keep going. Don't let me stop you.
Again, so. You know what it is. Well, we grew up on the south side of Chicago. It's really it's a different South Side than it is now, but it still was. The trenches still was a trench. No matter what it was going on, and it was all about really back then. We bonded through sports, right? Because
Exactly.
Either you was kind of like on the street side of things, or you was an athlete,
Mhm.
right? Maybe you was a choir boy, but it's not many sides. You had to pick one of them sides and then ride with that.
Yeah.
And so as an athlete, I kind of clung to that, and that's actually what saved me, if you want to be honest. But it still talk about that,
Uh-huh.
to this day. Like when I started the skill camp, it's because I try to target youth that I know as they still on the fence. Everybody is not meant to be a thug. Everybody is not meant, to go the wrong way. Sometimes they need an intervention.
Can we say even the thugs ain't meant to be thugs?
Again, sometimes you're just a product of your environment,
Right.
and either you're gonna sink or swim. And some of us are just swimmers, man. We built tougher.
Yeah.
I always said it about the Chicagoans, period. When I go around the country and like hoop different places, I should be like, man, it's nothing like home. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so again, born and raised like that, going to different schools, hooping is what allowed me to be able to go to all those schools, if you want to be true.
So shout out to Universal One Cafe 108 in the house. He says he's in the house. Welcome to the house. All right. And Universal, yes, we have Mr. Tony Bond, you know what I'm saying? So doing this interview, Universal, and anybody that's out there, if you have any questions, go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And Miss Virginia J. Watson is in the house. She says, hi, Tony.
Hey, what's up with you? How you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't try to drop that down. That's a natural thing.
Yeah. I can't wait till you guys meet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Hey, shout out to Virginia Watson, Relationships 101. Thinking on the 8th, we're gonna have another interview with Miss Watson.
Because I've been married 26 years.
Dude.
So
Whoa.
I probably got some insight for you. Virginia, I look forward to the conversation.
Okay, man. Easy work, you guys. Easy work. So okay, Miss Watson. It's been put out there. Okay, it's been put out there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some very interesting conversations and questions and answers going on here at ShyRadio.live. And I'm just here moderating. That's really it. Yeah, I'm just here to moderate. You know what I'm saying? I got some very educated people as of late. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about entertainment, but I do think that you are the hybrid from entertainment to education to being what they call a grown-ass man. All right. Yeah, love to share some info with you. Yes, there we have it.
I keep thinking about, I can easily skip over that part. Like the music part is big, kind of.
Yeah.
Because that's another reason why we bonded. As young men, right? Not just hoopers, but we made music, right?
Yeah, it was different.
And
Different.
it was a time when we was hobnobbing with like Biggie, right? And I know you remember for the interviews and just the hanging out in Cabrini and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just a whole other part of, these are the things, I call it like my Slumdog Millionaire, right? Like if anybody ever seen that movie, the whole point of it is everything you do, all your experiences are yours and it's magic, but it's your magic, right? And you never know when you're going to need to pull that magic trick out.
Wield.
You know what I'm saying?
Wield the magic.
Hey, listen. How many times I came with something that I learned as a shorty just because being on my block. They didn't do this on your block though.
Yeah.
Right. So only dudes off my block could do this trick.
You remember that block versus a block?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
And you stayed on your block.
Yeah, because you go to the other block, G.
You might find out.
Yeah, you're going to find out what time it is.
Hey, listen, I always talk about how my mom used to send me to that store like, Mom, can I just go to Jules? She like, Jules is 5 blocks away. Why can't you go to the next block over? No, I'd rather go to Jules, Mama, please.
It's real talk, y'all.
This is Chi Town.
But that's we're having a real Chicago conversation, and at the same time, before we get off into it, I want to show some love to Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. Okay, and also I would like to share that information with you so that you can go on their website and share who you are as well. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, Oh man, you'll love these questions. No worry about it. We're gonna get off into it tonight. But let's flash this real quick.
Right now, the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum is building a living archive through the Chicago Hip Hop History Project in partnership with the University of Illinois Chicago. This project exists for one reason, so no voice is left out. We're using this platform to make sure the full story of Chicago hip hop is told by the people who lived it, across neighborhoods, generations, and every element of the culture. This isn't about fame. This isn't about headlines. This is about inclusion. Whether your impact was on the mic, behind the scenes, in the classroom, on the walls, at community meetings, or in the crowd, your role matters and your story belongs in this history. By sharing your journey through our Biography and History survey, you're helping build a record that reflects the real Chicago hip-hop, diverse, community-rooted, and shaped by everyone who helped move the culture forward. This archive is being created for students, researchers, families, and future generations, so they can see themselves in the history too. No voice left out, no story forgotten. Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum, built through the Chicago Hip Hop History Project in partnership with UIC.
Yo, we back. And again, this is the Kingpin Radio Show. Shout out to the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. If you're an artist or you have any influence on the hip hop culture, you probably should. Yes. Go ahead and visit the website. Hopefully you got all the information. We'll flash it a little bit later, but let's get off into this interview, sir. And again, you guys, this is a treat. This is Tony Bond. You know what I mean?
Hey, real quick though.
Go ahead.
If you used to take your pamper boxes on the Dan Ryan and get off downtown by Cathedral,
Come on, sir.
and bring your hats
Mm-hmm.
and your boys and your moves, and try to get a couple of dollars to go to the show. Hey, listen, when I see that hip hop Chicago, I'm thinking about them days when I was a shorty.
Yeah.
Downtown breaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't do the breaking. I did the pop locking joint. You know what I'm saying?
For $1.
You know what I'm saying?
Quarters.
Yeah. And matter of fact, was saying that. Shout out to Albert Curtis, Red. Him and his brothers. They used to actually do that for money, ballrooms, everything, and I would tag along because all I could do at the time was the heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Look, hustling up for a super transfer.
yeah, come on, son.
125.
You know the super transfer was bananas. And also, once you get your bread, imagine having to get at 95th if you're going to the plaza, ever black, with your super transfer.
Right.
It's getting dark, super young, and you hopping on the bus going to the show. You know how hectic and rowdy that was?
Hey, look,
Because you know that's right back, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Princeton Park right there? Yeah.
but can I tell you the one difference in that environment we grew up in versus the environment that they living in now? Man, somebody not gonna make it home ever.
Yeah, that's
the difference.
shout out Miss Watson. Breakdancer was fire. Yeah. Hold on. It was really dope. I could pop, man. I couldn't break for nothing. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Does anybody see this? They're gonna be like, word, Cash, really? You was nice breaking? You know what I'm saying? So I can't front, I can't lie. I'm nice in some elements of hip hop, but breaking. But yeah, I want to get off into this interview, right? All right. So I had segment one. I have some segments. Segment one, Chicago roots and hoop dreams. Okay. You say you were born on the south side and east side. What did Chicago teach you growing up?
So listen, what Chicago really taught me is that a boy can become a man. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I wasn't always the dude that would go to the other block. Right? But again, I always put it you got a chance to change. You can always adjust who you are. And you know what I'm saying? Grow and be better, and be stronger. So all my failures, I just use them as like strength. And so to me, that's my Chicago strength. Because look, I'm not going to cry about overspilled milk. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep pushing. Steady pushing that.
Exactly. You're a shining example of that, to be very honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like
I told you, I almost want to share this because what I tell you, can we just wait to do the interview after I'm Dr. Bond? I'm for real about it.
And I said, no.
I said, man,
We got a lot of work to do now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I'm still chasing that, though.
That interview happened.
I'm still in that motion.
Oh, and also on the I definitely want to shout people out. On the Facebook Live, Ovetta Ivy, hey, how you doing? She has a show. She's deeply rooted with the Forever Grateful Awards, and it's very dope. So shout out to you and thank you for watching as well on our Facebook Live. So we do have a community going on. So all right, so keep going.
So really, when I think about like Chicago in itself, you got to go other places to really understand Chicago and how we stand out and how we're different. Mm-hmm. That's why I always challenge like the young people to go see other places. Then you can really appreciate where you from. Because if all you see is this, then you don't know how dope it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to Cali, I mean, Cali is cool, but the dudes ain't the same. Like, they ain't built like us. They got a different kind of mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they suckers or nothing, but they just not us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially on the hoop court. Yeah. Go there. On the hoop court, they are definitely not.
I think one of the main reasons that we so cold in Chicago hooping is because in one city, it's different everywhere you go. So on the south side, it's a different way of hooping. On the east side, different way of hooping. Brother, on the west side, is jail ball. Well, at least that's what it used to be. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is today. I don't even see shorties on the court no more, to be honest with you. So
that is true. But
yeah,
I'll tell you, so man, along my journey, I had a chance to like do some interesting things, right? Mm-hmm. So the hoop has brought me into a room where I'm sitting at a table, literally, and anybody from the West Side knows it'd be a place called Cheers, right? So when I was 16, man, again, this is my Slumdog Millionaire. Mm-hmm. So when I was 16, my daddy had a lady friend who had a son who hooped for Texas Southern. Right? And so he was kind of connected on the West Side. I had no connection to the West Side. I'm a South Sider born and bred.
Yeah.
So, but he hooping for them. And because when he came home, so I'm going to, right?
Right.
And before you know it, I'm on the team too, and I'm getting some little run. But all these dudes are from colleges all over the country, like coming home to hoop for. And I don't try to champion anything, whatever, but it was for a couple of gentlemen we probably heard of, you know what I'm saying, in the past. People say, own these people. So I'm going to leave it like that. But at the same time, I'm sitting at the table with these guys.
Yeah.
I'm a South Side. I have no business
not on the West Side.
With Don Juan sitting up explaining to me how I could be like him.
Church.
So hold on. I can't even explain what he told me. But again, then I'm sitting there with another gentleman and another gentleman. These gentlemen are prolific in our city history, right? For whatever they do, right? And that's why I'm not going to say their names, but I'm just going to say this. Listen, the fact that I was getting game from them when I was like 16, and it was through the hoop.
Yeah.
Right? It came through the hoop. And I ain't even going to lie, they used to call me Raggedy Man.
What?
They used to call me Raggedy Man because I only got in during garbage time.
Houseway.
Because I was 16 and all them dudes was from colleges all over.
Hey, yo, also shout out Kevin Johnson. He's watching right there. Shout out to TSP. Kevin Johnson's point right there. And this right here is Priority MC, TSP all day, you know, Southside, you know what I'm saying? But yes, go ahead. I just wanted to shout out the people that are watching this interview because, you know, you're very well accomplished and I think it should be shared with the people.
So, I mean, I just want to put that out there when you're talking about the West Side hoop, man. What I realized, them dudes, all them guys was from like Farragut and Sullivan and Westinghouse. And, man, these dudes was super dope, right? Again, they were all somebody. I didn't really know exactly who they were. Because they were on this team, I knew they were somebody, right? But my point
on this team.
Again, my point was, man, they got a beautiful game just like us. They actually have a lot of our same, just the griminess of never give up.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But I tell kids this all the time, and I mentor young people, like you talked about the Balmoral Skill Camp. It's basically to teach you a mentality. If you notice the similarities in life and hoop, right? If you find somebody on the court and they selfish.
Dude, did you what you say?
Or what if they just make a lot of bad decisions
on the court?
Come on, dog.
How many turnovers?
Watch them in life.
They do the same thing in life, you say?
And then the flip side is you find a dude who just a dog out there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Who just never give up no matter what the score is.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we was in high school. I went to Inglewood my last year, and we played King, and they was blowing everybody out back then. And so they had
Who was on the team? Who was on the team?
when they had the big
Tommy
Twin
and
Towers.
Rashad.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and the guards though.
So
Stewart
the guys was cool too, but
yeah, I think they had
shout out to again, I want to talk to you about Hales, you know what I'm saying, the Catholic League or whatever. We at Fernwood,
Yes, sir.
we ran them off the court, right? And then right on the side of the demo, Cox was going crazy on them too. They rolling their ass like, man. And Big Tommy used to walk up and down the court. Oh man, look, my bad. You got to talk about that.
No, I do.
Then
know.
we got to, what I'm
Hey,
saying?
listen, them dudes was really so good though. Real talk. That's why they kind of had that mentality.
Yeah.
I could never understand how to be 7'4" and just dominate. So I never was that. So I couldn't understand the man's mentality. He kept moving forward, and I just championed all them dudes because going against them was not easy, and they beat the brakes off us. But you know what I'm saying? Not in a sense of we didn't give up. Really.
Right.
And that's what I mean.
Right.
Like I'm out there hustling, trying to block shots, doing all this, and we down by 17 or whatever it was.
No, we gave them the business, G. At Fernwood Spring League. You know what I'm saying? Gave them the business, G.
Hey, my point was that you don't quit.
No,
You don't quit no matter what it was. To me, that's kind of who I became as a man. Like I'm the dude that when them 17 points down with 4 minutes to go, I'm still hustling, blocking shots, trying to get the ball.
Now look, you went to 4 grammar schools,
Right.
4 high schools.
Right.
How did that shape your resilience?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what it does. It makes me comfortable when I'm uncomfortable. Right? That's a true statement. Like I go into
That's a
most
skill,
places,
though. That's a skill set. A superpower.
Dude, I go in there with my head up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing. So when I went from Hales Franciscan and all the clothes we were, because you was a Catholic school kid for and so we
In
were
different periods. So I look, I'm with you with these transfers and having new sets of friends and
dude.
man.
How about this? All your clothes is Jabot and Guess, and all they clothes is Use and Damage. They don't know about Van Grack, but they got the other suits like you don't know about. Well, I just don't have that stuff.
Right.
So it was weird that my clothes was the first thing that stood me out, but they still was fly. You know what I'm saying? Because I was Jabot's before they was selling on the train.
Shout out to Marcus on these photos and the black Jabos. Come around my way. Hey you. Well, go ahead.
He was like B-boys, like nerdy dressing dudes.
Yeah.
We took our shirts in and wore like Boys to Men sweaters.
Damn near a backpacker,
Absolutely.
but kind of not.
But I was a little grimy too.
That's when, but kind of not, right? Yeah. Go ahead.
Steal your shoes. I mean, I ain't say that.
Don't tell nobody, G.
Statute of limitation on shoes.
Hey, the pockets off your pants, you're dancing with the soup. All right, whatever. Yeah. So, no.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I ain't mean that. I gotta stop saying that.
I'm involved in some of these tales and stories, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff would be funny to me, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get to this interview, G. You know what I'm saying? Because we do have the incomparable Tony Barnes right here. All right, so look, you hooped at Hales and Inglewood. What did basketball teach you about leadership?
So the one thing about the difference, when I was at Hales, I started there, I was young, right? But I had promise. And so, you know, when you were young, shorty, you just happy to be on varsity. I mean, nowadays, they got freshmen leading varsity teams, but when we was kids, you had to work your way up, right? Most coaches didn't even want freshmen on the team unless you sat at the end of the bench.
It depended on who he was. That's what it is.
Hey, again, if you was over 6, whatever. But so, again, when I went to Inglewood, that was a school. Let me tell you something, man. I love Inglewood, man, because my first day there, you know, I obviously, you know, we talking about Inglewood in 91,
Yeah.
so it was already, he spoke for himself, right? And I lived over there anyway, and I used to walk them streets, and luckily, my little brother, Sean Bond, which y'all gonna get to know Sean Bond really had already started establishing himself over there.
That's a cold name. Keep going.
So,
Sean Bond.
hey, listen.
Yeah,
so
sir.
when I came over there, I was Sean brother for
Wait.
3 months.
My name is Bond. Sean Bond.
Hey, listen.
No,
Listen,
go ahead. My bad. I had to do it.
No, I'm real talk. I guarantee you,
Oh.
man. I was Sean brother,
Mhm,
right? When I got
mhm.
to Inglewood.
Mhm.
But guess who else I was?
Mm.
The dude who shoot the threes.
Right?
Because I'm talking, I shot threes before they was what they are now. Right.
You had 5J. What
So
you
that's
talking
the
about?
difference.
Yeah.
When we in 91, 92, you couldn't get away with shooting all them shots unless you was making them. Coaches wouldn't have them.
Hey, look, miss.
Right.
If you wasn't that guy, miss 2 times and see what happened to you.
Exactly.
All right.
So, like we could get to how I feel about some of these basketball records. And
Yeah.
Steph Curry got the record for the most threes in consecutive in the game, but he also was 0 for 13 in the game before he made one.
Yeah.
No way in my generation he would have got to shoot the 14th.
And no.
Sir. So
No.
that record would have.
Maybe he was such in a privileged situation. I'm not going to hold you.
No. He's an amazing player, though.
No. Not nothing against his greatness, but if you're a hooper, then you can have this conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So
LeBron checked himself into a game. He had 7 points or 6 points, and they let him score his little four while he was injured, so he can then go out the game. He was out for 3 months after that. So
now
that
look,
he stayed in the game just to get the little 10 points.
Now look,
no, sir.
I got another question for you.
Sir.
How different was Hyde Park and Dunbar from your other school experiences?
So let's start off with Hales. I went from Hales, and then like I said, I don't really champion all of my downfalls in education, and I'll talk about all the schools I got asked to leave from. We'll call it that. You see how I say it positive? So and again, attitude. So
hey, I got you. If
attitude.
you said that, I'll mess with you. Go ahead.
Positive attitude. So, man, I left Hales Franciscan, and I was kind of dropped out for a little while, and then I got the chance to go to Dunbar. My Auntie Zelma, shout out Auntie Zelma. She was the secretary to the principal or whatever, and so she got me into school. Right, it was like almost February. Right, kids was in school for a long time before I finally went, and it was like I'm too smart not to. So I got to, what the difference is? The ladies. Right.
Hell's
an all boys school.
This 90 what? What we talking about?
90. We talking about 90.
Well, how old are you? And then
I'm
you're actually growing into everything. Come on, son.
Listen. So that's number one, right?
Beautiful experience. Go ahead.
You get to walk. Hold on. Dunbar had open campus. It was just so much different. Man. You could go. I can leave. Y'all trust me to come back?
Hey, some grammar school. Shout out to my wife, right? But she used to tell me around here a couple of grammar schools that had open campus. Man, that's crazy.
I would have been at home playing the game. So
might not have made it back, but go ahead.
But the point was, but you know what it really was? It just it kind of humbled me, man, because when you in a safe space and then you asked to move around, and so now I had to just read,
and they trust you to do so.
Man, refocus my life, man. And I still wasn't ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? I was still a shorty, but like I said, when you go from school to school like that, especially back then, the only thing that really saved me again was the game. Because even though I didn't really play for Dunbar, but Coach I think his name is Coach Face. He let me come to the practices and stuff because he knew who I was again. But I came so late. The season was over.
You
right?
lucky, G.
But he would just let me come in there and stuff. And I thought it was cool, right? Because I was just lost during them days. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that happened during that time. And you know what I'm saying? You just, as you shorty these challenges, you know what I'm talking about? You just want to be seen.
Seen, recognized.
Man, listen, I always say it's a lot of children that don't understand that they still okay. Right? Because they think it's just the world is over. And that's kind of what I always try to put that hope into them. Like, look, man, you okay.
That's crazy. Because when I felt like that, I really excelled at sports even more. At that age when I felt like that in grammar school, and I had both parents in the house, you know what I'm saying? And,
yes, sir.
And I just felt like, at that time, what was me? But one thing they did was they came to all the games, and I won MVP, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
A big trophy, bam, you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
So I don't know, that feeling of...
You still remember that, though.
Oh, no.
That's something that all parents need to do. Like, I would love to talk to a parent who got an athlete and they're never at the game.
It blows.
Because that kid needs you there. They looking for you there.
Yeah.
Right. That bit of encouragement could be the difference in them having a blowout in the game.
To do good in sports and you look over and the seat is empty
Man,
is tragic. They put it in movies, right? I've experienced that.
listen.
Okay.
I always say that, I love
I'm just saying.
my mama, my daddy, right? And I always tell them, I said, man, every team I ever was on, I put myself on that team. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like I would
Talk
go
about
and
it.
get the application and do all the leg work and cut the grass to get the money, like all that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Virginia Watson says, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
But you know what? Look, we always had an entrepreneurial spirit, man. Do
Yes.
you remember when you could put a quarter in the paper and pull out all of them?
Did you? Hold on. My grandfather he had a paper stand. He made me work the paper stand.
Did.
You know,
So you know about the bootleggers like me.
Huh?
So first of all, I started off doing it legit.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I was in 7th grade. I
Come on,
get up
son.
at 5 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Actually, really 3 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Because dude picked us up. We went downtown at 5 in the morning. Then he dropped me off on like 41st and Pulaski in a neighborhood that's nowhere near 72nd and East End. Make me sell papers for about 3 hours. Not make me. I wanted to do it because I like money.
Yeah, come
know
on,
what I'm
talk to him, sir.
And then listen,
Mhm.
I would travel away. He'd wait for he to come get me, go back to the crib. Right. Listen, throughout my life, I kept thinking, how can I make all the money? And before I knew it, I would just get on the bus, go far away from where I lived, and hit up a few little paper stands with my 1 quarter. We would turn 35 cents. Take all the papers,
Pow.
put them in the garbage bag, catch the bus back
Give
to
me
another
that.
spot.
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to get me and my brother's pork chop sandwich.
Yo, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you because I remember I got to share this with you when I asked my grandfather one day, yo, I need some money to wop bam, right? Right?
Yeah.
Didn't get it to me. It's for a comic book. So I went up on 95th, stole the joint. Sam. You notice how all of them named Sam that run the store. So Sam, no, all us. You know what I'm saying? Sam come, this one it was dope. You know, Sam come to the crib and was like, he stole the comic book. Woo, woo. You know, I got toe off.
Right.
But then I looked at my grandfather like, I asked you for the bread, G. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to get it one way.
Period. And he was like, you know what? I got you. Here's a shovel and a rake. Go get you some money.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? What am I doing with this? Part of my language. What am I doing with this? I was like, oh. Okay.
Right.
Man, I tore off the whole block.
Yes,
man, I was
sir.
a shorty with wobs, G. And then in the summertime, I'd be working the paper stand all year, and then I'd be selling watermelons, G. But, see, don't know. See, people that know me know.
I didn't spark the.
I used to do that.
All the memories of
Yeah.
And again, that's that Chi-Town hustle.
Wobs as a shorty, though.
Man, listen, a bucket full of quarters, dimes, nickels, and I kept, and then I make sure my little brother tight, right? Now we go to the store, we stars.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So, but again, man, it's just how we was built then.
Yeah, it was different.
From shorties.
So at what point did you realize your life path would be bigger than just sports?
Man, listen, it's always gonna go back to sports. So look, I told you I transitioned to working at the Chicago Board of Options Exchange, right? This is an institution that is, man, listen, it was about 5,000 square feet. I don't know how big it was, but we talking about upwards of 5,000 people on one spot, right? And it is not a very, it's kind of one-sided in that place. You know what I mean? So the type of person you're going to want to cross, right? Is usually a super high intellectual person, not really regular people, right? But at the same time, it was just a place that, man, it just brought me to life. It showed me so much opportunity, right? And then you get to realize that every person who is a millionaire ain't necessarily like some brilliant guy. Maybe he's just a regular guy who just had a good idea. You know what I mean? Real talk. So, but what's funny is that it still came back to basketball.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
So I was looking through a magazine that I got, like a little keepsake, and I was in this, it was a 2001 LaSalle Street Classic. It was played at United Center, right? And I was playing for like Morgan Stanley, and the other team was the company I eventually worked for, right? And so the president of North America was a 6'8" dude who could hoop like crazy.
Right.
But all the rest of the dudes, obviously from the squad, was kind of average, right?
Right.
And we served them on a nice in the court. right?
Mm.
But I kept it like, I kept it good, right? I smacked him on the butt. Hey, man, good try after
Right.
every bucket, right?
Mhm.
Because, I'm excited. I'm playing on my court, and I went nuts, right?
Mm.
And not once did I have a malicious, right, moment, right, while I was a jerk about it.
That's
It was
different.
all love.
That's different.
And guess what?
Hmm.
One in the future, maybe not even 5 years, like 2 years later,
Mm-hmm.
I was in front of that guy needing the position.
Mm.
And guess the first thing he said? 'Cause first of all, I went through a little process where I'm talking about I'm sitting in a conference room with a guy.
Uh-huh.
Last supper table, right? He way down there, I'm way down here. All these empty chairs.
I'm glad you ain't Abbott Parkham, but go ahead.
So he asked me all these basically complex trading questions, right? Just different market strategies and what if you had this, and seeing how I would attack it right now.
Right.
Keep in mind, I worked for the hardest dude ever to work for. This dude was a madman.
So this was silky.
Listen,
A silky interview for you.
he was like, I was killing this interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dude used to be his boss I used to work for,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
So that was part of it too. He maybe had a problem with that guy, right? But at the same time, I know I'm acing this interview and I felt great.
Right.
And then I had to go home and tell my family I didn't get it. Right. And so instead of going back to the hiring manager, right?
I've been there. Go ahead.
I went to the president of North America. And I said, guess what? Hey, thanks so much for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I really hope that if you guys have another opportunity in the future, you consider me. Right.
Mm.
And he said, you didn't get it? I'm going to have to look into that. Because I told those guys, for our team, you could probably be our point guard.
Sorry, not sorry. That was dope.
So-
Anybody listening, you better take heed to what just happened.
Hey, listen.
Okay?
2
How
weeks,
to recover and get it.
listen. 2 weeks later,
What?
I get
Come
a,
on, sir.
I get a call.
Uh-huh.
So now, I remember the first time I met with the guy, right?
Mhm.
When I tell you I'm suited and booted, I got a 5-piece suit on, right?
Mm,
And I'm
mm,
ready to go. I got every strategy locked in. There's nothing he could do to me. He can't shake me, right?
Right.
But of course, I still didn't get it. So the second dude calls me. He says, "Hey, speak to Tony Bond." I'm like, "This is he." He said, "Hey, this is such and such for such and such company, and man, I'd like to meet with you." I said, "Okay, sure." And so again, he says, "Meet me in the lobby at about noon."
Uh-oh.
Right?
Uh-oh.
Okay, cool.
Uh-oh.
I figure he gonna meet me on this
Not
lunch.
the office. We talking. Meet me in the lobby.
Meet me in the lobby at noon.
Right,
Right. So I
right.
get in the lobby. He walks up, and I know who the dude is. He a famous dude. He was famous for doing, just like in Italian communities, they do Christmas carols and sing those songs. And dude was famous for leading. the
Walk up to
song.
your crib.
Man, listen. So not that
Deck
kind of community.
No, I'm just. Come on, jokes. Jokes.
Hey,
Jokes.
and so he walks up to me. He says one thing.
Mhm.
Where would you like to eat lunch?
Mm.
I said, again, I got a 6-piece suit on this time. I'm more ready.
Mm-hmm.
I said, not this time. I'm gonna get it this time.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, man, where would you like to eat lunch? I'm like, I'd say 3. Completely lost me, but I don't really care. I know a space. Let's go. We go eat lunch. He asked me about my family. He asked me about all this stuff. He said, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna look you in the face and tell you I asked everybody around here about you, and I couldn't find one person to say nothing but great stuff about you. So I think you're perfect for us. He said, matter of fact, I want you to start. He said, but I don't want you to start tomorrow. He said, go upstairs and fill out.
Now?
Look, he says, go upstairs and fill out the paperwork. That way, and then take 2 weeks and go tell your wife everything is cool. You starting with us in 2 weeks. That way, the first day you work, you're gonna get a check.
One question, sir. One question before we go to break. And our next segments of questions for Tony Bond. Who paid for lunch?
Come on, dog. The company.
I want to talk to you about that off air.
Yes,
I ain't gonna reveal right now. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's one of them. I don't know. I'm gonna ask you about it. We're gonna get to it. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? And we might, if we come to some type of conclusion, we might share this with y'all when we come back. I'm not even gonna hold you. So look, let's get off into this music right here. And what I would like to do is give some love to Solomon Smith, King Saul. happen to like his new music. I'm not lying to you. Let's go.
Y'all know when we targeted what the armaments are for. Gotta watch it cause they profit off of arguments and war. This question is for Congress, what y'all all in it to score? You gon' F.A., F.O. with his blood up in the stores. He gon' wild out, watch them all fall upon their swords cause the system they created can't make it. Thank the Lord, now they pull up looking for shit to take just cause they was bored. And it's all good, divine right, while they accord two colors on the flag and the vision still grayscale. Choose a side, pick a lie, same script in the chain mail. Peel, blue pill, both sold by the same dealer. Which beast in a suit tie feel cleaner? They tell you to vote your future, but the future on layaway. Bought by a lobbyist, run away on that pay to play. Career path, smile, lie, rinse and repeat. Start with good intentions, now it's blood on all the receipts. In this two-party prison with bars built on opinion, we think we make decisions. That's the trick of the system. They won't debate the issues, they auction off positions while we argue in the comments. They splitting up the commissions. Left wing, right wing, same corporate bird. Talk peace on the mic, war in the paperwork. Say freedom of speech, then still got the nerve. It's national security when truth and unity curve. We all know when we targeted what the armaments are for. Gotta watch it cause they profit off of arguments and war. This question is for Congress, what y'all all in it to score? You gon' F.A., F.O. with his blood up in the store. We gon' wild out, watch them all fall upon their swords cause the system they created can't make it. Thank the Lord, now they pull up looking for shit to take just cause they was bored. And it's all good, divine right, by they accord. Democracy, sponsored by brand endorsements. So this election brought to you by oil and insurance. Meanwhile, we're stuck with the lesser of two evils, acting like that's a move to solution and not a sequel. Season 247 of The Fall of a Nation. Same plot, same cast, same standing ovation. Now this two-party system is a marketing scheme, not a government structure, just rivalry stream. Two-party maze got us all stuck on a leash. Yeah, you think you free range, but the cage got a leash. Now they keep people distracted with tribal debates, while the real decisions are given, they get signed off stage. Y'all know the deal, if freedom was real, the mean would be wide, not a drive-through window with the same fries on the side. Y'all call it politics, I call it theater. Paid actors in power, all backed by old money dealers. Y'all know when we targeted what the armaments are for. Gotta watch it cause they profit off of arguments and war. This question is for Congress, what y'all all in it to score? You gon' F.A., F.O. with his blood up in the stores. He gon' wild out, watch them all fall upon their swords cause the system they created can't make it. Thank the Lord, now they pull up looking for shit to take just cause they was bored. And it's all good, divine right, by they accord. Talk peace on the mic and drop bombs off cam. Now it's classified, stamped on the cost of the land. They don't rep the people, they rep who pays. So every campaign season is a corporate parade. Democracy sponsored, logo, tag. This vote presented by oil and gas. Pick a lane, pick a line. Either package is trash, same snakes in the grass with the flag on their ass. Red vote, blue vote, both flashing the badge. Same boot on your neck, just pick the fashion or brand. Same crooked grin when all the cameras advance. Same donors backstage about to handle our bag. They debate on the screen, it's a screen for the deal. They scream about the morals that they auction off for real. Talking peace on the mic, but it's war within the ink. So much blood within the budget that they struggle to the clean. It's the same rotten apple in a different crate. It's the same crime scene smile on a different face. They telling us it's freedom, but it feel more like a funnel. It's wide at the top till you bunched up in the tunnel. It's brand name division and mass distribution. They know all the answers, but they only want confusion. Campaign trail sponsored by corporate gods. So this election brought to you by war and fraud.
Oh my goodness. That was King Saul right here on Shot Radio Live. Again, I'm Kingpin. We spell like KNGP. And Mr. Grandma Pinner right nice. I'm not gonna hesitate to let these very parched women hydrate. And I'm here for you. Yeah. I gotta switch things up. I got Tony Bond in here, so I can't be that vulgar. So I'll flip it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now we're back on camera and we're back live. You were saying something. We were talking about being a nerd. I was like, yo, I no longer want to hide being a nerd. I don't care. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what you think. Hence, my Darth Vader mug. Those that know, Vader's back. All right. Now go ahead.
No. when you said that word nerd, so as you know now, I'm an educator, right? And I'm also a learning behavioral specialist. So I have a unique set of students, right?
Okay.
And so within my self-contained instructional classroom, right? One thing, the most important thing that I do is motivate my students, right? Obviously, as an alpha, right?
Joe.
Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
And talk to him.
Listen.
Talk to him.
Lives once touched by me become tuned. Right? That's one of our things. And so what that means is that when you cross paths with me, you will change. Look, for the good, right?
Right.
For the good.
Right.
So when you talk about being a nerd,
I love it.
You know what I tell the students? I said, guess what? When I was a young person and we had the teacher's pet, right?
Yeah.
We had the nerd in class, right?
Come on, son.
But you know what we call them people when we grow up? Boss.
Successful.
Boss. Third ma'am. I said, look, I said, you know, y'all better be friends with her.
Hold on. Thank you. Would you like another?
Listen,
know what I'm saying?
you call them
people.
boss.
Yeah.
I tell the kids all the time, listen, if you had a company, right, and you making money,
Mm-hmm.
who would you trust your money with? The person who never do the homework or the person who always do it? I mean, what you trying to do?
I think that's dope.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
who would you want on your team?
Yeah.
Somebody you could count on, or somebody always complaining about something. Right. Hey, listen, and you know, I got two beautiful daughters, Amber and Alexis. And
shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all now.
Listen, I remember one time, you know, they kind of keep that stuff between their mama Angie. And look, they keep that between them. The boy stuff, right? I never get to meet them. Nothing, right? But the one time she had a little boyfriend.
The one time you did?
Right. I just heard her say, no, I got a little boyfriend. Okay.
How old was it?
But this was, she was about 16.
Right?
Right? And we
Yes.
this to that time when they first come around, right? And so she said something. I said, about a couple months. I said, man, what happened to the little boyfriend, right? She thought, he always complaining about the homework. I said, oh, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. And she ain't never brought one of them.
Virginia Watson says leaders lead. All right.
You know?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Easy work.
So again, whenever you got a kid talking about a nerd, tell that kid you're a boss. I tell me I'm growing kings. And listen, if you know me, know I seen some things. I'm trying to change these young teens into kings and queens. Just realize one thing. I'm only here to help them realize they dream. You know why? It makes me holler. I see potential scholars turn into robbers.
I didn't even have to ask you to rhyme, which I was going to put you on the spot, but you did it. You did it. Yeah. You did the Eminem right there.
Yes,
8 Mile.
Yes, sir.
You did it.
Hey, I always say, y'all see this mic on my arm. That's not
Whoa. You and Solomon both. All right. So, and shout out to LL, you know what I'm saying, with the mic on my arm. Watch it transform into a time bomb right there. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So, look. You earned a bachelor's in business administration and a master's in education.
Yes,
when
sir.
did you pivot from finance to education?
So, honestly, listen, man, it was not 100% my choice.
You
know, sometimes
how does that work, sir?
Sometimes life tell you it's time to do something else, right?
Whoa. So life was life, and you say,
man, listen. But the dope thing about it was I took my time. So, man, those early years and up until like 2010 when I stopped working in the trade industry, you know what I'm saying? I really, I held on to a little something. And so then during that time, I was able to get a chance to move around and travel. You know, some of the things I didn't take for granted. I decided to just watch my children go to school every day. And I took them to school. So about 3 years, I just kind of lived off the land of all kind of the good I had did.
Wow.
Right? That's kind of weird thing to do, but during the same time, I was obviously in school all that time, but I wasn't going to do school and work. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and live off some of this good I did over the earlier years. You know what I mean? That's real talk. And actually, that's actually how I got to one of the other things I told you about, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
I don't know. So I told you one unique thing about me when you asked me this before, is that I'm probably one of the few people who in one day sat across from or chopped it up with Harold from Harold's Chicken, Then I maybe ride over and go see Charlie Robinson.
Mhm.
Right? Then
You
I
said,
go
hey, you from Chicago? You said Charlie.
Charlie Robinson,
Nah,
go
go ahead,
ride up
son.
there and see him. Then I come back, see Mr. Lim at Lim's. Go
Mhm.
see him. Maybe
Shout out to Limbs, yo.
listen,
Go
man,
ahead.
go see Mr. Leon Finney Jr. at Leon's.
Mhm.
Right? All in one day. These are iconic dudes in our city, right? And I would sit across from them. And at the time, so I was working with, man, listen, I have a allegiance to like Moonlight, right? They're my people.
Yeah. We
You know what I
talking
mean?
about that, sir.
So so I started off, when I was trading, man, the family, I got a chance to meet one of the family members, man, a great friend.
Mhm.
And during that time when I wasn't trading, man, I was kind of, doing some things with the Moonlight Foundation.
Okay.
And with the original owners, you know what I'm saying, the founder.
Mhm.
And so he a dope dude too. And so literally working with him, he helped me meet so many iconic Chicago people, man, businessmen. Even like the Q dude who got the Q store. He got our Q restaurants. Got his name.
Yeah.
But Quentin, son, but I met with that guy. I just sit up and talk to him. I remember the first time I met him, right? I'm thinking we finna do some business.
Mhm.
He thinking I'm coming there for an interview. So when I
How
walked
does
up,
that even work?
because again, I was connected to the morning guy. He an icon in the city too.
Mhm.
And so he helped me like really connect with all these. But I think we had the wrong interpretation. I thought I was going in and trying to make a deal with him.
Mhm.
He thought I needed a job.
Mm.
But it's okay though, because I always need a job. Turn down some money.
Yo,
So I ain't trying to be funny enough.
come on, man.
But
Go
the
ahead.
whole point was, so, man, like I said, find me another guy who sat down in one day with all 5 of them gentlemen right there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And guess what? Think about in 2002. No, let's go a little later. 2007, even 2000. Any of those times, was there chicken tenders in Harold's? No. Was there chicken tenders in Leon's? No.
Mhm.
There was not chicken tenders in Limbs neither. No.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm the one who introduced that to them.
Come on, son.
Let's go.
Come on,
We're
son.
selling truckloads.
You know what I mean? All right. So look, what did trading teach you about risk, discipline, and emotional control?
So look, man.
Yeah,
You got
because the trading part
right.
of your timeline I think is very important.
So what people don't understand is that you got to think about what I was. I was not like an online little trader sitting at a desk like this, like making trades, right?
No, you
I
want on some Robin Hood.
Nah. We was open outcry market maker. What does that mean? That means I stand in a pit with 50 other dudes every day,
Going crazy.
like shoulder to shoulder, foot tight, right? And that's how we move the market manually, right? And so that was the job. You look at the stock because we were options, it's a derivative. And so what we would do is literally we were market makers. We made the market. And I had to obviously honor whatever market was made by the pit I'm standing in.
So if you guys ever seen like The Wolf on Wall Street, if you ever seen Trading Places,
Yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying?
Like the wildness, the paper everywhere,
Yeah.
all that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the madness. And trust me, it's not always like that. But when it's like that, it's exactly like that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So, and the thing about it is, look at any video you're going to see, any pictures you see, any movies you see, and look at the people that you see. And you probably won't see many people like me. That's just real talk.
You know I'm not mad at that. All right, so and that's why you hear this is, you know what I'm saying? You're a very incredible person.
So like at the time when I was there, somebody told me that it was over 2,000 traders and it was less than 20 that was black. I thought that was amazing of a number when you look around. And I'm talking about an actual guy with a badge. I was PRY, Priority MC. So I was PRY. I almost brought my badges with me to show.
Come on, son.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you gotta imagine I'm a young black guy. And do you know why I did it? So I worked there for about 4 years before I became on the path to be a trader, right?
Okay.
I met my wife there. Man, my brother worked there. Listen, it's a whole city in the city. And
Also, let me say this before you keep going. On the Facebook Live, we have Mike Wilson. He's watching, so I want to say I want to type in What up,
3 slashes.
bruh? What
Yes,
up,
sir.
bruh?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying TFU, baby.
Man,
All right, keep going.
got a chance to work with Mike Jr. too. Mike Jr.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get off into that as
The
well.
world gonna know who Mike Jr. is one day.
Hey, look, we was at TSP function not too long ago, and Mike was asked like, "Yo, okay, so is he a layup Showtime artist, or he in the game killing?" Mike was, Mike.
Right.
Hey, bro. Nah, he killing for real. Wait. Hey, man, he killing for real, G. Ain't he? He's not no, hey, man. No. Mike.
But 3 octaves.
Y'all don't know Monster Man. He got
3 octaves deeper than that though.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Monster Man.
Tip.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Shout out to Mike, G. For real.
All the threes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he said, my guys. Yes, sir. You already know. TSP 3's up. All right. So, no, keep going. Oh, no. Wait. Before you keep going.
Okay.
Now, look. Do you think more young people in Chicago should learn about investing and trading?
Listen. So there is opportunity for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity is in the knowledge, right? That it's even a thing. No, it's real talk.
No. Look.
What? if you
Shout out to Monster Man.
if you don't know something is there, you wouldn't even know that you want to do that.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So I got an older brother, half brother, who was trading. That's how I even found out about it. Right? But there is an organization that I had my daughter go through. That organization actually started by a couple people I know and cherish and love. And it's called the Greenwood Project. Right? And if you can have people look up Greenwood Project, that is for young people getting empowered into traveling to New York City, going on Wall Street, ringing the bell. They took my daughter on the Today Show and interviewed her.
Come on, son.
And listen, that exposure to young people is the kind of thing that would change their path. And so shout out to the Greenwood Project for a base. And you know about Greenwood history, right? Greenwood, Oklahoma. So that's kind of a shout out to that, or homage to that horrible situation of Black Wall Street. And so they have
okay, yeah,
right.
yeah.
And so they have man, what they do is they do I used to do workshops with them. And you know what I taught? I taught etiquette. And let me tell you what I mean by teaching etiquette. And I still teach etiquette every day.
Okay.
And what do I mean? Right? I am from a place that could be considered, hey, my wife used to call me hood, right? Just being honest, right? When sometimes it's a mentality that you just slide into,
Right.
But it's, again, I always teach my students, it's important to be malleable. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I mean, I need to be able to change up when it's right.
Oh, wait, hold on. So you talking about being able to read the room and
man.
have your white voice ready and ready. Come on now. A lot of people talk about, especially female professionals. They really speak to that, like, they with their girls. They hold on. I'm just saying, and then that phone ring and it's them. Hi, how are you?
But I would agree
How
with
are you today?
The only reason I can't agree with you is because I know I know all types of demographics that's on different economic levels.
Yeah.
And so they all talk the same. So I can't just say that's a different kind of person that's like this or not. Because when you get some people,
I've just seen it too much.
On the economic level,
right?
Then they just as gutter as anybody else.
Right. I'm saying
but when you talk about speaking prolifically and speaking intelligently,
yes,
and you can say it like that. Now,
so okay, cool.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about the same thing you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
When it, you know what I'm saying? You read the room, and when you in one room, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of comedians go to that, and they talk about it in their comedy. Like, you one way.
So let me tell you something.
You and I off camera is very different than right now.
Absolutely. Well, no, real talk, because you my brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So you even different than most people. When I say off camera, like for everybody else, I'm still a little reserved. I don't do too much. But with you, come on now, we day one.
Oh man,
so that's a little different. That's a little different.
This mad different, G. You know what I'm saying?
No one else could get this interview until I'm Dr. Brown. So, what's up?
No, look. My wife gets on me about the buttons, but I can't help it. We don't have a studio audience right here because this is a closed off interview. So, normally I promise you, you know what I'm saying. But no, this is no.
But let me say this
This
one
ain't
thing.
that.
Let me say this one thing we talked about, sort of, and I got this from it's a Brooklyn professor. I forget her name off back, but she talks about a way to get a to utilize your uniqueness. And what do I mean by uniqueness? Right. And so sometimes it's a mindset that because you got a little hood in you or a little, ironically, overdo it sometimes, right? That's a bad thing.
You're challenged.
Right. But you know what I mean? Like, because you talk a certain way, that's a bad thing.
Right.
It's not necessarily a bad thing unless you don't know when not to use that stuff.
Do you know when to read the room? Do you know when to turn it off?
So let me know what I mean. So like I can walk into a room. This is kind of like the example. I can walk into a room, look at the people and say, "Good morning, everyone." And they're going to say, "Good morning."
Right.
The same room I can go into and be like, "What's up?" And everybody's going to go, "What's up?"
Can I say this? I want to add on. Yeah, you go in one room, you say, "Hey, everybody, good morning. How are you?" "Good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Wilson." "All right.
How you doing?"
"All right." You go in another room. Let's switch it up on you. You go in another room and you say, "Grand rising, brother."
Yes, sir. Hey, listen.
Hold on. Yes, sir. Grand rising, brother. That, 2 rooms, right?
2 different
you
rooms.
go in another room. "What up, Joe? What up? Hey, man. What up, Joe?
Good? What's good?
You know what I mean? What's poppin', G?
What's good?"
You ain't even said good nothing.
And guess what we just did?
But you just said
The same thing
Yeah.
over and over and over.
absolutely.
So
She said, period.
it's a power, right? It's a superpower.
I think so.
Except you got to know when to use that.
And then look, I think Virginia J. Watson can absolutely attest to that because she works with lawyers every day. You really, please understand it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different mode and vibe. And I wouldn't be remiss to go ahead and let it go in these comments. Go ahead, Virginia Miss Watson. Go ahead to speak to that because I know you go through that as well.
Hey, listen,
Being a black professional.
the conversations.
Yeah. I think it's amazing. We have to go off into some music. You know what I mean? Because this is a hip hop show. We just not just doing this interview. As you can see, this is a hip hop show because this teacher, this educator, the financial guy we sitting right here with, he just spit some bars for you as well. So let's not get it confused. This is a hip hop show. And I want to keep it TSP right there. We're going to get off into some King Saul again, but I want to get off into some TSP. It's Dirt Bomb and Poin. Please understand, it's called First Time. Let's go.
First time I saw you, girl, I always love you more. It's been so wonderful. Working you, girl, nobody can ignore. From the first time I saw you, girl, I always love you more.
Always.
It's been so wonderful.
So wonderful.
Working you, girl, nobody can ignore.
The first time I saw you, you was with Pops on the couch. About an hour later, Pops was passed out. He must have mixed you with the H and the Jack that night. So me and Big Bruh just had to pinch his sack that night. We figured that the nigga wouldn't miss it, and we was right. We even stole a couple papers and got high as a kite. We had to try that flight for ourselves, didn't inhale well. But even at a young age, we felt it like Brad. If Oakski was 12, I was like 8. And to this very day, we still smoke out, wake and bake. It's like the shit room is back. Before the cars, I jumped off the handlebars and served niggas sacks with Groom Mac. My up north Jamaican nigga, we got to making figures. I bought my first elbow and just kept lacing niggas. The weed seller's life was like love at first sight. It's been so fucking wonderful. I made a bunch of fucking dough. That's why the
First time I saw you, girl, I always love you more. It's been so wonderful. Working you, girl, nobody can ignore. From the first time I saw you, girl, I always love you more. It's been so wonderful. Working you, girl,
'em tall till the casket fall. My first time, I got them Tech 9s and Max involved. I put 'em on in front of him 100 large. But Youngin' plan was always be the one in charge. Quarter glass left, I'm looking for the spole. My grandma told me he had crooked in his soul. Vodka gone, every lobster with the big homie. Taking shots, here's some shit you need to get for me. Pictures of his kids leaving his crib. When the youngin' roll up, nigga season his wig. I remember that day like it was last week. And cost a nigga some shots and some crab meat. The first time I met Power, she was cold, homie. She pistol whipped your boy with that vest and that pole on me.
First time I saw you, girl, I always love you more. It's been so wonderful. Wherever you go, nobody can ignore. From the first time I saw you, girl, I always love you more. It's been so wonderful. Wherever you go, nobody can ignore.
Yeah, we back. And again, I have to remind you guys, anybody, shout out before I even say that, shout out to Derek Little of St. Martin de Boers right there. He's doing incredible things as well. Can't wait to get an interview with you too, because, and we also had an interview with Willie Wesley, the point guard for St. Martin de Boers and UTEP and all that. So look, and then matter of fact, since we're on that subject, I have to do this. Number one, we're going to change this because we have the incomparable, the special guest right here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Just make sure we, Okay, cool. Just make sure we in tune and what we doing right here. And I just want to be, hold on. Let's do this. In our lower thirds, breaking news. Shy Radio Live's Kingpin Radio Show with special guest, Anthony Bond. All right. And then we have a comment. I'm going to get back to you. Oh, hold on. Absolutely. You got to be all things. Oh, that's what we're talking about, right? Absolutely. Yeah. You got to be all things to all people. Okay, both y'all professionals. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a humble business owner in my media space. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing my part right. I'm staying my lane. But you guys, you're doing incredible things. And that's why we want to highlight this and get in tune with what's going on right here on ShyRadio.live. Now, before we get off into the next segment, is there anything else you want to say about that? Reading the room, having to deal with, multiple people.
Listen,
this is a segregated city, so depending on where you at, yeah.
What I really want to say about it is it's just a feeling, man. You have what they call intuition. The funny thing, another thing I always tell children, right? They got this term. It's called women's intuition, right? And I love, what I'm saying? Shout out to all of them.
So you believe in that?
But listen, no. Let me get to what I'm going on.
Okay, all right.
My point is, I got that. Hold on. If I see a dog walking in the street, do I got the intuition to cross? Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Right? So we all have intuition, right? I maybe the women's is a little more keen or whatever. I hope that all my brothers got intuition as well and utilize that thing wisely. You could feel a situation. Hold on. We was in Vegas somewhere. It was somewhere we was at. I was with Mike. Mike could tell you this. We was in Vegas at this little famous taco stand when you going towards Old Fremont on this corner. For some reason, man, it was just too many reds and too many blues.
Wait. What'd you say now, sir?
In this corner.
Okay.
And when I tell you all the Chicagoans,
and all the Chicagoans
slowly slid towards that line, and we all crossed.
Throw your C's up, baby.
When I got to the corner, because I recognized it quick, and my intuition kicked in. When I got to the corner, I looked to the side of me. Mike was right here.
What?
The other dude, Kevin was right.
Talk about reading the room, you said.
Oh man, listen. So use that thing, right?
Right.
We got that dar. It's called a dar. You got that dar.
You said Dar?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Dar.
That dar, right? They call
Yeah,
it
baby.
radar, but it's all
Come
kind
on,
of dars,
come on.
right?
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
Goofy dar. Hey, listen,
That's
man.
serious.
I got a
Serious.
danger dar.
Okay.
Right, you dig? Uncomfortable dar.
A goofy Dar.
I feel uncomfortable right now. I need to move around.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
Listen,
mad at that.
Man,
Again, discernment is key.
you
Exactly.
better get that in your
Shout out to
game.
Virginia.
Hey, listen, and hey, when I talk to the Chicago kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because real talk, I teach right now in the Chicagoland area. I was teaching right in the middle of Bronzeville. And one thing that I remember talking to them about is, man, you got to use the same toughness to try and make yourself learn and be greater every day. Versus using that toughness to be like tough in class to your peers, right? And another thing I always tell them, listen, do you understand that your circles are going to continue to change as long as you grow in a positive way? It's a scary thing, but it's a must-have, right? So for all of the elementary schools I went to, I don't have any elementary school friends.
Whoa.
Right? For all of my high schools that I went to, man, am I close to these people and call them friends? I know who they are. We Facebooks and all that.
Is that a close friend though?
You was kind of like an opponent that we became friends through music and life. But
Exactly.
I can name 5 guys or friends from high school.
Wow.
And in college, right? And I've been to 2 colleges, obviously, and really 3. But when you think about that, those are my new circle of friends. Right? Your professional friends, right? At my whatever position, different places I worked or whatever, those become your circle, your network. And as long as you grow in a positive way, that network is going to be important. It's going to be vital, right? Because I know you, right? And I was reaching out to you on music because obviously we haven't gotten to the fact that, there's a new generation of music maker coming, right? And we on that wave. I'm not behind the wave. I'm on that wave. And so because we got a connection, I knew who to call, right?
You already know.
I knew who to call. And really, look what it turned into. Here we are.
Absolutely. And I'm with you on that, right? Circle of friends. My new circle is small as Aunt Coochie. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, man. But now though, you know what I'm saying? I've opened back up, and Father God Allah always let us see each other over the years. Period. You know what I'm saying? All these phases, will pop up and be like, hey, what up, Joe? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, no, I think it's beautiful. And I only open up like this to, like you say, day ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with the whole, the new friend thing. So I do have grammar school people. I do have high school people. That gets small all the time, smaller all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
How many high schools?
How many high schools did I go to?
Yes.
Oh no. Same on the pause, man.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
One high school, guess what you built? You built bonds.
Yeah, definitely.
Every 6 months, I was at a different school.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
You lived the life of an army brat.
In one city.
You know what I'm saying? In one city.
In one city.
That was me in grammar school. I didn't even know. I went to St. Joachim at one point. I didn't even know. Virginia Watson said, "Good Lord, that's small." All right. I said, I ain't Gucci, man. I ain't playing, but I'm playfully serious though. All right,
Yes, sir. No, real talk.
but I didn't even know. I went to St. Joachim or whatever, and I had transferred and had to go to Gillespie, and then I had to go to Van Felicity, and after that, I had to go to GM Pullman. So when you say,
Right, educated orphan.
oh my God, but then I didn't even know that Mike Wilson went to St. Joachim.
Wow.
But we wound up going to St. Martin de Porres together. Come on. I mean, what am I supposed to say here? I only say that to say, I totally get you and I agree in everything that you're saying right now. It resonates, it hits home, and it's not a wonder that we got close and developed a brotherhood right there. So
Yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying? It was only right now that I'm in this new space. Now that I do want to, do entertainment and things of that nature, but we grown. You know what I'm saying? We grown. And I would love to have people with very, very solid experiences that can help the youth and help the listener and spread the word that, when you click on, you're going to hear a beautiful story. You're going to really get it in right here. You know what I'm saying? And again, my name is Kingpin. We spell that KNGP and Mr. Kremlin right now. We on ShotRadio.live. My special guest right here is Mr. Anthony Bond. Don't get it messed up or confused. Now, we in segment 3, entertainment and culture. You were vice president of Ish Entertainment in 2005. What was the Chicago entertainment scene like back then? And we talking 05.
Yes, sir.
Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
talk to him.
So first of all, I got to talk about how I even got there, right?
That's a good Lord. That's
So this is in the middle of literally. This is in the middle of the trading life, right?
Okay.
And so I'm standing in my pit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a horror to our country, 9/11, right? That changed a lot of stuff, right? But what it did,
that really did, G.
it really did. And so one of the things it did was, people don't realize this, but it made tasers very valuable, because they didn't want people in the airport to have guns yet, but they was cool with them getting tasers. And guess what one of my stocks was? Taser.
Taser.
So I traded taser when nobody really traded it, but when it blew up,
Talk to him.
man, listen, Joe. So everybody was coming to my pit to trade taser, right? We got a whole company just moving all they people, 40 people at once trying to trade it. Because, again, now, first of all, to work there, to even stand where I stood, it was a $250,000 deposit just to stand there, right? My account was probably I had to minimize keeping at 20 million.
Okay.
Right? That was just what I was the captain of the ship, so to speak. Right. I had a trading format, right? A platform that it was an algorithm that was amazing, and it was obviously hated on by the independent traders, because I work for a conglomerate. And we, it was really, really, they're probably a lot of the reason I don't work there now, because they dominate the industry with this auto, AI. It was AI before AI, man.
Okay.
And so basically, when you get a new stock like that and everybody's coming in, the dude came stand next to me, right? And this guy was so smart, people wouldn't even talk to him. They were scared of this dude.
How does that even work?
Man, they were scared of this dude. They was like, this guy is going to come in and take everybody's money.
I love smart people.
So
I do.
and so they, where I stood at, what's odd is that everybody wanted to stand close to the front of the broker, right? I stood in the back of the pit. Now, pause. It's not like Rose and them in the back of the bus. I wanted to stand right there. I was by the TV. I controlled the
You
TV.
said I was by the TV.
So
with the lower thirds.
Listen,
Come on, talk to
and
him.
plus, I traded like 80 stocks at once. So I had 2 machines. So I needed to sit my stuff on something. So I didn't mind standing. A lot of them dudes stood up and held their machines all day. I couldn't do that. I had too many. So they set me up a whole platform in the back, because my company was so big and I had so much stuff I was responsible for. They had to honor that, because I would trade stuff nobody else could, because my company was so big. And so
You made yourself valuable. Go ahead.
but yeah, and but you got to be a G to stand up in there.
So before you finish that, on your you asked me beforehand, where can we get the link and things of that nature. So I'm on your post when you shared this beautiful flyer
Yes, sir.
that I made.
Dope. Very dope. Very dope.
Don't toot your own horn. Yeah, all right. Watch this. So look, hold on. Toot it. All right. So look, I shared it on Mr. John Griffin Jr.
Oh yeah.
I shared the
Hey,
I shared it to him.
Jr. is the guy you want to talk to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
all day.
And Mr. Don Moore. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
shared it to him as well. So when we go to our break,
Don's in DC. Shout out DC.
say word. So when when we go to our next break after this next question, and we play a beautiful video from King Saul, TSP 33's up. Easy work. I'll share the other link so you'll have both of them, the Facebook Live and also the YouTube. Get at your people, and you'll have it on our break. All right. So before we go to the break, I did my homework.
Okay.
Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again, you got to do some homework. Tell us about the Billiken Parade float
Oh, okay, so
and
yeah.
2 horses in a platform stage.
Dude.
That sounds legendary.
Dude, let me tell you. So I'm a fast forward the story. So anyway, the guy standing next to me was man, he was again the son of the man I met that worked for, that created Monoid. And so working with them, he heard my music, right? And man, I'm gonna tell you how small the world is. He was going to
and Coochie.
he was going to his sister graduated from Cornell University, right? And this is before I was an Alpha. Now we know that Alpha was founded at Cornell. I had no connection to it. So this had a circle work. So he was going to Cornell driving to get his sister and bring her home. And he said, give me your disc. Because I had like 3 deals on the table, right? I had we was Family and Music Organization, FAMO. We was popping these CDs off. I was the lead singer of a funk band at the time. It was kind of like an all-white band. We had a Mexican piano player. But but it was a big band with like two guitar dudes and we had like a United Nations.
Ice-T.
It was dope. It was real dope. And I sang funk songs like George Clinton and all that. So, I kind of got the voice, man. I lost that through the coaching. But anyway, so dude said, give me your CD because you got these deals on the table and these deals are terrible, right?
Wow.
It was a deal. We had Universal will sign anybody. So, but we had a deal.
Come on, wait. Come on, son.
So look, we had a deal. It was from this other guy. I'm not gonna name that guy because that guy's he was one of the guys that was influential in Kanye's beginning, right? He the one who taught Kanye how to actually supposedly use the MPC. That's what he told me. So anyway, so this dude was like, man, I think you could be like another Kanye West, and I don't want to miss out on you, right?
Right.
And so he gave me a deal. It was super terrible. And so I'm standing next to some of the most brilliant people in the world every day, every morning. And they're like, damn, what are you doing over there with all these paperwork and all these contracts?
Right.
I said, man, y'all came to my little show I did across the street. I'm getting deals. And so he said, can I send it to my people in Miami? And he sent it to them. And before they even got halfway through it, they said, come on, man, it's terrible.
Wow.
So you know what all them dudes, but you know what all them dudes around me start thinking? Because we talking about some of the most resourced guys, period. They're like, well, look, how much you need? We can put together 750 right now. So there's gonna give me 750,000 to try to boost this, start this up for me. And so this guy was real cool about it. He said, man, you don't want to owe these guys. I don't want to owe them guys. He said, what we'll do is this. He said, I'm gonna put together something. And then we gonna go from there. Right? Now, ish is a word I use in all my songs, right? I don't curse because I noticed every time I got a chance to do a show, it was always at a little community center or some kind of festival or something.
I think that's dope.
And it was kids there.
Yeah, I think that's dope.
So I use ish like a word like Smurf. I went to the ish and ish the ish. Right? You don't know what I just said, but I didn't curse. And so, but you can figure it out. And so,
but you know what it mean when I told you. Go ahead.
Listen, if you want to go ahead and dissect it, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I use ish like that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say these guys, these are my friends. I always want to make sure I preface this because when they were Jew, and so with the Jewish, they was cool with ish. Now we always had a little misunderstanding about where ish came from. In my mind, I've been saying ish since I was 16.
Right.
But to him, I think that in his mind, he came up with it too. So that's cool. I don't know if he heard it so much in my music that it came to him.
Right.
But I don't care because we was cool with it. But I think he told one interview that he came up with it. I was like, did you? Because I always just say ish. But I love the dude because he gave me a chance, right? And we talking about ball out of control chance. I'm talking about like a lawyer in every city chance. Meetings with all the executives, an opportunity to make music. And you know what I wasn't? I wasn't ready for it. Right? I wasn't prepared for the opportunity. And I always think about the
Where
Eminem
we heard
song,
that from
right?
before.
That Eminem song.
Oh, hey, yo,
My chance to blow.
shout out to Timothy Ruther. That's that 95th joint. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. The restaurant owner, I think, as well. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, sir. Also an excellent rhymer.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Timothy Ruther. He's on the Facebook Live. Keep going.
Yes, sir. So getting into it, we had Ish going right, and we end up signing the artist. So with Famo, we kind of fizzed out. I think the moment was kind of too big for us, right? And we fizzed out. But hey, moving forward, how businessmen work, these are marketing geniuses. So they said, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put all these resources towards an artist that's already kind of out. So we signed Shorty K at the time. Shorty K was our first and only guy we signed. And once we signed Shorty, we put a whole marketing program together with him. And I was like Shorty's like, man, I don't know. I want to say handler. They made me vice president of the company, right? I was vice president of Ish. And what I basically did was make sure that everything that we were supposed to have happen with the artist happened, right? Which is a big deal if you want to know the truth when you're dealing with an artist.
Actually.
So it was, so what I did, he was the first kid I ever tried to reprogram. Hey, I remember when he used to scream out the window obscenities because we was in a fancy Lexus. He was like, look at them. Look at the car they in. Look at we in. And I had to tell him, no, sir. No, sir. You supposed to be classier, not less classy. And he looked at me like, for real? That's how I said, you don't see me doing that goofy, right? Like, I don't
Come on, son.
And I always keep it like this, real smooth. Like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I talk when I move in this world, because I need people to realize I'm not playing no game. And so, like, I make sure I'm a fun guy. I'm a lot of fun. But when I'm teaching, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
It's times when I got to be like the toughest uncle ever.
Come on, man.
But and like I said, so anyway, moving forward with what you talking about with the Bud Bellington 2006, the Bud Bellington parade, the fifth float was a double float, Moanoink. So we had two horses with Moanoink on both the horses, and I had a float. I mean, I had a whole stage.
Come on.
I had a whole stage. It was me on the float. They was dragging us, the second tier of that float, Shorty K, and my daughter Amber. She was 5. And all I told her,
what a memory for her to
man,
have, though.
Listen, we talking about a stage that, listen, eventually I had people jump on there with us. You know, because Shorty had we was doing a real push for him. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a marketing, geniuses working with you, you're going to get a chance. Now, whatever the reason was, it didn't work out. It didn't work out, right? But I tell you, you said about the Chicago music scene. What I realized back then is everybody is trying to attach themselves to something that looks promising.
Say that again, sir.
No, I'm not. No cap. Like, this is really what I noticed is that literally every person who can help us was like, how can you help me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, if you were smart about the affiliation, you know that's how friends work. And as long as I make it, I'm going to always look out for mine.
Exactly.
And if you ask me for something, that's like a kid. We got these things called Doja points. I know people know about that, right? It's either good or bad.
Right.
Kids get them for doing things good or bad.
Hey,
right?
also on our Facebook Live, sorry to interrupt you. On our Facebook Live, we have Timothy Ruthers on there. He threw his 3 up. He's like 3 strikes. He ain't no 3, but you know what I'm saying? He definitely know. Yes, and then also Red Waters from My Radio Chicago is watching right now, so I definitely want to shout her out. She has a show that comes on. I used to be on My Radio Chicago, and her show used to come on before mine. So I would be super late night. I come in, and so shout out to you, Red Waters. You're doing incredible things, and we just want to shout you out right there. And we you one of them. Yes. So keep going. Yes, sir.
No. So when you look at it, it was an opportunity with Shorty to try to push like the next. We had Disney songs with Shorty, right? We had DJ Immaculate was doing a lot of our production. I don't know if y'all know about J.U. Ice, but that's one of the coldest rappers ever. And so that was my man. I had an opportunity to just be around.
You talking about Juice?
I'm talking about Juice, bro. And so
that beat up on Eminem,
man. Look, every time I watch them old battles with Juice and Eminem, I think about Heisenberg. Now, Juice is truly a dude that would rhyme like if he was standing right there right now. He'd be riding.
Yeah, he can go all day.
Dude,
You know what I'm
he used to
saying?
be at party because he used to come to the, So first of all, one of the things that was the lure of how Ish moved so fast, right?
Mhm.
Well, again, I told you the back end was from like one of my fellow traders, and he was like, again, I always champion that dude because I feel like I owe him an apology because I wasn't truly ready for the opportunity, but he still, you know what I'm saying, I cherish it, whatever. So, but at the same time, man, when I tell you we was on like Huron in Michigan on a 48th floor, right? We talking about a balcony that hold 50 people. So we had Rick Ross in the house. He came over there. He was just looking around, and it was all kind of always festivities around the room and stuff like that. And Rick Ross was in shock. He was like, "Man, I want to be down with y'all." And this is a funny thing because this is how close I felt we were to this moment. And you know what? It kind of, again, with the, with all of the, the opportunities that I felt was right there for us to have, it just didn't never pan out. Right. And again, it is what it is. It was a great experience.
Things happen, dude.
Hey, listen,
My bad. Things happen, like, for real. Big facts.
hey, listen. I recognize that it's more than you think to just be a star. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I had a family. I'm trading every day. I can't travel with the team. I can't really be at the studio every day. I can't be at the studio all night. Hey, that's kind of what we talked about with the AI thing. We go,
Yeah.
It's a little sync, little snippet.
But
again,
you already know, G.
But it's like that. It takes so much to be an artist and a family man, right? And real talk. If I would kept chasing my stardom, I would not be able to say I've been married 26 years.
Look,
That's real talk.
Hold on. All I'm saying is that I've been married a dub, and you know what type of personality I am.
Man, listen.
So I salute her in the biggest way for dealing with somebody like me. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? And she's my biggest supporter. Go ahead.
But I don't mean it like I would just been out there like, thirsty or whatever. I'm definitely not thirsty. I don't have to chase nothing. But what I'm trying what I'm trying to say is,
All right, Michael B. Jordan, go ahead.
It was the being away from my family stuff for months at a time. You want me to go out to Cali and be out here and work with these guys, and then go out to, we go out to Atlanta.
You gotta work that
and work with these guys. And we was going to Dallas Austin Studio to so much we rented a house there. So it was literally that kind of thing going on, and I couldn't be a part of it because guess what? I had to go trade every day. Like, I don't have it like that where I can just take off and go move. And my wife already was like, "You going out to dinner again? You guys are going to the steakhouse again? You guys are going to the lobster place again? You guys are going to the club again? You going to the studio again?" Like,
Marcus, you're going to the studio again.
Hey, listen, and that's kind of the life because I was in charge of making sure Shorty got me to whatever we did. So I would go get Shorty, and we would do all this stuff. And it was every day, and it was really a strain. And so you would have to have a really, 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 like, what I'm saying?
A network, some love over there, and some tough skin on both sides of that party. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. And you know what?
Absolutely.
I take my path for what it is. Again, my Slumdog Millionaire.
And you're officially going to be Dr. Bond. I'm just saying. What are we talking about?
Speak that into existence.
Exactly. I'm on board.
I'm already in.
Yeah, I'm on board with that right there.
Wrote my pre-thesis. That's real talk.
This is dope, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. So look, I want to play a little some Chicago hip hop, right?
Let's do it.
And to be very honest with you, it's a female cipher. Let's go. Shout out to the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. All right. Easy work. Let's go.
It's the point of view for me.
Ain't nothing better than a black woman. I respond assist with an S. Yes, I am that woman. manifesting at the money flip like Catwoman. I'm doing decent now, cousin used to hand me clothes. Didn't have a silver spoon, down rocking Grammy gold. Size of a featherweight, fighting the heavyweight. Really in the city with a little bit of real estate. Really in the city helping local artists elevate. You too busy asking where I graduate. Stepchild stepped up, you ain't a stepping stool, then you should step away. Cause this my stomping ground, my blues still see some better days.
Hard times made me sharpen out my soul like a blade. Had to hustle in the dark, I was broke, was betrayed. Friends turned on me quick, I watched that loyalty fade. I got rich off my pain, now I'm self-made and paid. Nights with no lights, had to plot up in silence. Red-eye flights, Caviar over pasta. Got a good girl, but these hoes want diamonds. I just give them straight pipe, I ain't into all that whining. Devil tried to dance, I just stepped on his feet. Now my blessings coming in every day of the week. Got that pain in my chest, but it made me elite. This way every time I starve, just to help them niggas eat.
I'm little, but I'm kinda like a big deal. These hoes small fries, get them all kids meal. 5% AMG, only riding big wheel. What's the procedure with the gun in your face, bitch? You know the drill. Out west, 5th City, 290, free to real. A lot of y'all used to that bullshit. We the real. I don't promote violence, I'm like that. Get in the field, y'all support nonsense shit like that. Get niggas killed. It ain't too much I ain't seen, so I plead the fifth. Money on my mind, I feel like Wayne back in 06. There ain't a soul fucking with me. I played the underdog, and now it's time to pop out and show niggas.
I'm a threat to these niggas, so they will never vouch for me. But if only kick it, that's the part that really baffles me. They don't wanna see me grow, they just tryna stunt my growth. Built from concrete, so they surprised that I rose. I swear these dudes be too emotional, they ain't got no chill. The way they popping at the lips is really giving female. Switching sides on the regular, they tuck in your tail. It's safe to say they made a mistake at the gender reveal. On this chessboard, I'm the king, check the moves that I make. I swear I'm always calculated, I'm controlling the game. You a pawn, so it's probably best that you play it safe. Or fuck around and meet your fate, now I call it checkmate.
See, I'm euphoria like opium poppy. I might call him Poppy if he got the paper like Kinko, you copy. Excuse me for the absence. See, I was busy raising the future. Add good to this cold world, that's Karma Sutra. They say patience is a virtue. I've been going in like curfew. Rudimenting my jeans like Levi. He got my legs up like a peace sign. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't divine between my ears. I never fit. You look at me like you examining a new specimen. Who let in this estrogen? Pussy cold. I fucked them once, now I got extra twins. You thought you could pull a power card. Can't blackball God. Superwoman to a Zod, be sharp and hard.
Change back. Go on, or you only gave me $5. You know, I gotta get change back. You know what's the thing about y'all Chinese motherfuckers? Don't make it a name, or you gotta have it. No, girl, don't be talking that little Japanese shit over here. This is America. Well, I ain't even know where to. I'll get my motherfucking change. You gotta look at that. You know, don't try to lie my ass. I want my fucking change. Get my fucking change. I ain't paying you. I'm gonna blow this motherfucker up if I don't get my motherfucking change.
Gone off that blind faith, act like you know. Persuade your mind to grow. Left brain, half piece, analytical, miss knowledgeable. So hurry up and wait, so no cutting in the line, boo. When it's divine, it's my time, my destiny to shine. You don't know what I've been through. Simmer down, gym shoe. So stay down, I know the town. Been around the compound, the ins and outs. The leaders, the scouts. I got that retail menu. The wish list, get in you. Repeat sales to spin you round and round. In the lost and the found. Revenue that astounds. On my resume, the venues, cake up my sounds. Not trying to wake up in mounds of debt, cause you found my punches late by the pound. Play makeup like clowns, faces the basis of races. Like card playing, time to whip out them aces.
Gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the stash, gotta get the flow, gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the money. You ain't know, gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the stash, gotta get the flow, gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the money. You ain't know.
Money like time to vote for mine, so stand back.
I'm not the one of the mill like I skip. My mentality is money or being tainted.
For real, G, I'ma fulfill my dream. Then precisely I build my dream. If the money,
I treat this as my career, not a job. Time's money, money's time, money's mine, cause I claimed it, aimed for it. Climb the ladder of success, design the design on my best behavior, God bless. Impressed with favor on my part and mad flavors in my garden. I'm saying once you starving and find it hard, you tend to bargain, negotiate. Let me set the record straight, I genuinely participate, it's never hate. I still work though, over instrumentals. I still need though, got plenty of mementos. No more rentals, the ownership official. My cup running though, it's spilling on my lentils. I break bread with you, never been an issue. My cheeks spread with you, and I got some fish too. Namaste, Ashe, living off credentials. Respect to my mentals, notebooks and
Gotta
pencils.
get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the stash, gotta get the flow, gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the money. You ain't know, gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the stash, gotta get the flow, gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough, gotta get the money. You ain't know.
money like time to vote for mine, so stand back.
I'm not the one of the mill like I skip. My mentality is money or being tainted.
For real, G, I'ma fulfill my dream. Then precisely I build my dream. If the money, get paid.
For you can be black as a crow, you can be white as snow, and if you don't know and ain't got no dough, you can't go. That's for sure. Black is beautiful, but black is power. Knowledge is power.
Back, we're absolutely back. And again, this is my special guest. In case you're late to the show, this is my special guest right here, Anthony Bond. Oh my goodness, Georgina Cotton. Hello. Shout out to you. She's on the Facebook Live right there. So yeah, shout out to you. You know what I mean? And hopefully, I don't know when you tuned in, but it's showing that you're watching right now. So hopefully you've been enjoying what you've been hearing thus far. And we definitely love showing love to the female MCs up in the building. You know what I'm saying? For real. So shout out to you. Also, now I'm back, right? And this segment 5 right here. Now look, because I can't go to segment 4 because you covered so much up in there, right? And you touched on it and things like that. Hey, Georgina, Miss Cotton Jones. So yeah, you and she remembers the Medusa days, Master Education, Decipher, Understanding, and Screen Authority. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With that whole movement and everything. Right. That made some movement. So look, sold a lot of units. So all I'm saying is, and shout out to you. Now, global perspective. You've traveled internationally. Rome and Thailand stood out.
Yes, sir.
What did those experiences teach you? Now, I know you kind of touched on it, but now we can get to go off in depth and how, the global experience and perspective.
Absolutely. Man, listen, I got a wild story.
Talk to him.
I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, absolutely. When I told you that I took a little time off to be with the family, during that time, I decided to travel a little bit. I don't regret that, right? That was a lot of was a lot of bread, but it was a lot of time that I just decided to just do some fun stuff. Right? You know, we did all that stuff that you always see on TV, Universal. You know, I go to Universal. I'm getting everybody. But the thing is this, real talk. He go a little
nugget.
A little nugget.
Okay.
So listen, if you go to Universal, just stay at the Hard Rock. First of all, it's a dope hotel. If you stay at the Hard Rock, you get an automatic free pass. You go to Universal, you go to the front of the line. Matter of fact, they would take it to back doors. I felt like I was cheating. I said, man, my daughter said, Daddy,
Chico.
I said, Daddy, we went on this ride 4 times. They still in line. I said, shh, just don't look over there.
Don't make eye contact.
Hey, listen, we balling out of control. And now I'm gonna be unapologetic about this. These trips are gonna be about us because Daddy worked hard for this stuff. So at the same time, but over the years when we got a chance to go to like Europe, right? And listen. So I went to Vatican City, man. And so I don't know if you know. So,
you know, I love all the conspiracy theories. Man, Jay.
So first of all, let's
go ahead. Come on with it.
You know I'm a teacher, right? Vatican City is the smallest country in the world. A little quick nugget for you. The smallest country in the world is Vatican City. And the Pope, honestly, is the last king priest on the planet. Did you hear what I just said? The words I use. He's the last man on the planet that is in charge of his country's religion. He's the head of the religion and the head of the government. So they make their own laws.
That's amazing.
Right.
And the tentacles are everywhere.
Hey, listen.
Go ahead.
First of all,
we both went to Catholic schools.
Vatican City is in the middle of downtown Rome, if you've ever seen it before. It's kind of like if they put Soldier Field on like 12th and Michigan. And it kind of stood from 12th and Michigan to like right around where the expressway is down, like about 8 blocks around. That's what it's literally in the middle of downtown Rome. There is walls 50 feet high and it's Vatican City, and it goes around about 20 blocks each direction. It's weird, bro. But so hold on, man. They make their own laws. So one thing you can't do in there. So first of all, man, when I travel, man, I gotta be honest, man. I don't trust them dudes, man. I always keep something on me, right? And so, man, I go in the Vatican, I forget, man.
That's serious.
I just had a little dagger. And so I go to the Vatican, man. The guy is blinding me. Right. And I'm like, oh man, no. I got it on me. I know.
Right.
First of all, shout out, I don't know if you know, but I am the king of the random check at the airport.
Oh my, hold on. Talk to him. What are we? Hold on.
Man,
Talk to him.
I think they have confiscated about 13 knives from me. You know what it is? I think that's just my thing. My daughters will tell you that they say, Daddy, please don't have a knife this time.
Right.
You know, I always forget it in my bag or something like that because I ride bikes and I always have that stuff. But it's the funniest thing is that, dude, I'm the king of the random check. But you know what? At the end of your random check, here go another nugget. Make them put you on a plane because they can. Once they pull you out of line, I'm first. You gotta say that, man. You be scared. They be like, I go back. No, sir. I'm going to the front.
Oh, here we go.
You already checked.
That's Chicago.
Hey, listen, boy.
All right now.
Ask somebody.
All
right, hold on. So I'm in the Vatican, right? The dude is wanting me, and he's like, I'm like, oh my god. So then what I did was I swiftly put my cell phone in the same pocket. And then he wanted me again. I said, oh, I know what it is. It's phone.
My cell phone.
And he said, stupid American, go ahead. Hold on. Yeah, who's stupid?
I know.
And that's the Chi-Town in me. I got that.
Yeah.
Hold on. So then.
Country dumb, go ahead.
So I went inside of the Sistine Chapel. Right? It is, and I'm going to show you after we get off this. On my phone, this picture of the David. So you know if you
in the Sistine Chapel on the ceiling,
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
So listen, I got that picture on my phone, bro. You pull your phone out there, they give you 10 years. They make their own rules. So listen, hold on. Let me tell you how it happened, though. It's real talk how it happened. So because I had to toughen myself up because I was was terrified to do it, right? But I'm standing in what they call one of the holiest places on earth.
Right.
And
right.
everybody is in there is praying so hard they're crying. And I'm not even kidding. In all kind of languages you never heard before.
Mhm.
Like everybody in there is, and it's silence. The dude's walking around with AK-47s. And I believe the Swiss protect the Pope because they don't trust the Italians. That's old. Anyway, so they walking around with AK-47s in the middle of here. They tell you all the day, if you pull your phone out, they will tackle you. And I'm going to tell you, that's how I got my picture. So I'm in there and I'm trying to figure out how to get a picture because I'm standing in one of the most historic places in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, a dude from Inglewood is standing right here.
Talk to him.
I gotta get a picture.
Right, right.
But nope. I'm looking around and it ain't no chance. So I actually punked out and I was walking out. Right. And I'm walking out the room. A dude did the goofy. He put his phone down there. Get that phone up. And I hear they went over there and tackled the dude, right? And at that moment, shots out. Got 6 pictures. Bro.
Hey man, Virginia Watson says what happened was.
Hey, listen. I took the pictures and I took one step. I took my picture. I got the David. I got the other thing right there, the whole little joint. And I turned, and 2 more dudes was running in with AK-47s to go get this one dude. They smacked the phone on his head, took the dude and all that. But guess what I said? I got the picture.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show you. It's on my Facebook page.
God.
So hold on.
That's great.
But again, this is what I mean though. So I also did this at the place where the Pope gives where the Pope gives mass. So
the communions
super roped off, right? So I'm like, dang, it's this little spot. They said that's what God is strongest on earth. I said, but why? We gotta stay so far back then. So of course, my Inglewood's finest. I decided to move around the ropes. I went all the way up on the temple.
On our face.
On the chalice, right?
Oh my God.
And they're like, hey, what you doing?
Hey man.
I said,
That's funny.
You can't come up here.
Right.
I was like, oh, stupid American.
Country dumb.
Stupid American.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
But guess what? I got a picture, bro. It is this thing. You can't see it unless you right up on it. It's what God is supposedly strongest on earth. I got the picture on my phone. And I look at it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like I said, when will I ever be standing in the Sistine Chapel?
Right.
Again?
But do you even believe that is the strongest?
Hey, listen, if it was true, guess what? Then I've been closer than many people other than the Pope because most of us can't go up there because it's roped up.
Right. Hold on. Shout out to Tim. I'm sorry. Shout out to Mr. Bond, future Dr. Bond. Jack, go ahead, man.
I got my blessing.
Absolutely, G.
So yeah, man. But like I said, just
hey, Georgina says, "Tase him, officer." That's funny, G.
Hey, man.
Y'all funny tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, man. You know what it is, though? It's what we need to do is get away from what we think we know. Right. We think we know that all this is this and that. Nope. Go see for yourself. And you know what the dopest thing was when I was sitting in one. I forgot what city that was. It was one of them cities like, right by Mount Vesuvius or one of them. And I was sitting at a cafe and who walked up? One of my Alpha brothers. And he was like, man, I noticed what you had on, and we exchanged greetings, and you know what I'm saying? We departed friends. And literally, man, I was like, man, wherever I go, I come across an Alpha.
Hey, yo. They call it the Divine Nine.
Hey, listen.
So, yeah, you gon', you know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. So, we got it. We gonna get off into one more joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then we gonna come back. I'm gonna ask Mr. Bond one more joint. You know what I'm saying? We gonna depart because, our time is up, almost up.
No.
But at the same time, sir.
Yes, sir.
This part 2 is gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's get off into this music right now. It's King Saul, and the joint is called Old. Let's go.
Yeah. I don't quit, nigga. I will not fold, even though I done got old. I talk shit about how y'all rocking y'all clothes, how rap niggas look like hoes. That's how it goes. I'ma keep rocking my shows, standing on my damn 10 toes. I'll be straight blown to the lames and the whack kids home before I have to give a practice on. I don't quit, nigga. I will not fold, even though
I done got old. I talk shit about how y'all rockin' y'all clothes, how rap niggas look like hoes. And I suppose 950 I could go be slow by 10, have a dinner at home. Won't take long till the pain in my back is gone. Screaming out the words to this song. Where should I start? Show me that you ain't retards. What I'm saying that you ain't retards. So many lost in the game to the pain and remorse. And the thing I'm on my regards. Taking it to Mars. Blake on his dick in the car. Ain't he on that bullshit with y'all? Sipping on the liquid pause when he seen it opposition. Straight to making it a that's his business card and the Christmas card. And he kick shit off to get to it. Don't care if Blake in the car was bitch in the car was kids in the car when they roll up. He's in the day solo. Make it kick back when they blow up. Holy cow, make a new horror till they heart rate soar. Ain't no remorse, now they know what. Now they revenge the bitch when they show up. Your nose, even with all of them clothes and the money and the cars you may own. All of our roads go to places that we can't control. Wise men don't throw stones cause we all glass homes. Even though I got songs, I ain't get smart, so I had to get strong. And I might got fight, but I ain't got long. I'm like, everybody come on, come on, come on. Quit, nigga, I will not fold. Even though I done got old. I talk shit about how y'all rockin' y'all clothes, how rap niggas look like hoes. That's how it goes. I'ma keep rockin' my shows, bending on my damn 10 toes. I be stay bones to the lanes and the rap kids home before I have to give a practice on. I don't quit, nigga, I will not fold. Even though I done got old. I talk shit about how y'all rockin' y'all clothes, how rap niggas look like hoes. And I suppose 950 I could go be slow by 10, have a dinner at home. Won't take long till the pain in my back is gone. Screaming out the words to the song. Y'all niggas making me mad. Y'all niggas taking me back, making me snap. You need to be thanking me that I'm still letting you live as long as you ain't coming back. What you got, cause I'm bankrupting that. You heard what I said and don't say nothing back. You say you this shit, rub your face up in that. Once you get hit with the bass on the track, I don't take nothing back. I just drop it and add something to it. And I may look like I'm mad when I do it. That's just a feeling I got, I'm into it. Can't comprehend when I tell them I'm Jewish. So some of the sounds that I place in my music, niggas still get out they seat and go stupid. I be all shot out that fluid. I always know what I smoke cause I grew it. Stay up in your lane cause we ain't built the same, you baby. Most that shit you saying and what you kick is plain crazy. We be going nuts, kings all cook it up. Sorry all my time is taken up, but I got to book it up. I don't quit, nigga, I will not fold. Even though I done got old. I talk shit about how y'all rockin' y'all clothes, how rap niggas look like hoes. That's how it goes. I'ma keep rockin' my shows, bending on my damn 10 toes. I be stay bones in the lanes and the rap kids home before I have to give a practice on. I don't quit, nigga, I will not fold. Even though I done got old. I talk shit about how y'all rockin' y'all clothes, how rap niggas look like hoes. And I suppose 950 I could go be slow by 10, have a dinner at home. Won't take long till the pain in my back is gone. Screaming out the words to this song.
Thought that was him. It's like, yeah. So we back. That was King Saul with Old. Shout out to TSP's standing member of that right there. Now what I definitely want to do is we're gonna close this out, G. You know what I'm saying? Because we got one more minute. So what would you like to tell the people just super quick about you?
Man, listen. Right now, look, your path is your path, right? Mm-hmm. Live that thing. But get something out of each moment, no matter what it is, and keep looking forward. Right? The same thing I tell the shorties, man, your best is good enough. But if you don't get your best, then you should feel some kind of way about the outcome. Mm. But if you get your best, you know what I'm saying, then you can live with it. Simple as that, right? Yeah. And so as long as you chase it, man, you gonna catch it. You know what I'm saying? A wise man told me, hey, reach for the stars, you might land on a cloud.
And if you ever been on a plane, you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So look, in closing, this is Tony Bond, businessman, educator, mentor, culture, architect. Thank you for pulling up to the Kingpin Radio Show on ShotRadio.live. This is very special and powerful. And he's not just all these incredible things, right? He's my bro, man. Go out, Jack.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? When he comes back, hopefully he just go ahead and start a show so he can talk to y'all, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let's give it an earth home. Yeah. We amazing on this side of things. You know what I'm saying? It's Kingpin Radio Show. We out, G.
I'm from Chicago, I'm from Chicago, I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep where I'm from. This is where I'm from, where I'm from, Charlie. I'm from Chicago, Chicago. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, Chicago. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, Chicago.
We the illest that ever talent, the illest that ever did it, the illest ever the critic, the illest ever to spit it. You the illest nigga to spit it, you weak nigga, you bit it. Ordained above all, y'all